Good evening, everybody. So tonight's Dhamma talk will be by Venerable Bodhi-Ratana Tangchaya. So he's a Thailand-based Buddhist monk who was ordained in 2005, and his date of higher ordination is in 2014. He studied at the Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka and International Buddhist College of Thailand. In 2005, he entered the Buddha Sasana as a novice at the age of 22, and in the same year, he flew to Sri Lanka for the purpose of achieving vast knowledge about Buddhism, and he studied Buddhism there until achieving his bachelor's degree in arts in Buddhist studies. Then he went back to Thailand. In 2014, he received a scholarship for the International Buddhist College for a master's degree in Buddhist philosophy. And in 2019, he entered Mahamakut Buddhist University to achieve knowledge in Thai Buddhist culture. Now, he is currently teaching English as a foreign language in Wat Srasirang Buddhist Secondary School. In addition, he has also been practicing meditation for a long time, as he believes it balances the mental and physical health of one. So I'd like to thank our sponsors for this evening's Dhamma talk. Here are our sponsors for this evening's Dhamma talk. So, great sadhu. We have additional sponsors who have just donated some dana. So we have Wong Kwan Oi, Lim Kim Eng, Tang Mun Lung and family, C.S. Lai, B.K. and Trusty, Mr. Lim Sit Wee, Loy Eng Kiong, Sin Mei Ling, Loy Shi Hao, Loy Shi Wei, Loy Si Ting, and Pun Chun Huat as the sponsors for tonight's Dhamma talk. Thank you so much for your kind contributions. As you all know, live streaming online costs money. And without you all, this Dhamma talk online would not have been possible. Okay, so I will pass it on to Bante Bodhi-Ratana. Bante, are you ready?
Okay, everything is okay. Could you hear me? Could you hear me?
Good evening, Bante. Good evening, Bante. They can't
Good
reply
evening.
to you. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Bante. Okay. I'll be going offline for a while.
Okay, that's fine. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay. First of all, my attitude, my respect, and I'd like to respect to the abbot and Sikh. Sorry, I would like to extend my gratitude and respect to the abbot of Ti-Ratana Buddhist Association, abbot of the Ti-Ratana Buddhist Association, and the chief abbot, uh, Venerable I forgot the name. I kept my okay. The most venerable Datuk uh, Kesari Thammaratana Mahathero and dear all Dhamma friends. And at this moment, I would like to thank who helped me to connect, cooperate me to sharing Dhamma and discussing Dhamma and through this online technology. So our topic is, we chose the topic, the Buddhism uh, teaches us or help us to deal with um, fear, anxiety, and isolation. So before starting our discussion, we would it is good uh, to homage to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, because uh, we are following the Buddha's teaching as a Buddhist monk and as a follower or devotee. So I chose this topic uh, to because now the whole world situation is chaos because of COVID-19 pandemic. We cope uh, by the COVID-19. Uh, so now most of the people, they give up their hope. Mm, Not only that, many people they uh, lose their balance and their day-to-day occupation activities, day-to-day living style, lifestyle. So this is the very terrible thing to us. Uh, the most important thing on this topic is the fear. Uh, the Buddha, uh, before 2000, more than 2,500 years ago, teaches us about this fear. He teaches us three kinds of fear. Let me enter the discussion because we have no time more, only 1 hour. I will discuss this thing on this topic. So listen, dear Dhamma friends. Uh, I hope you will listen these things carefully, and you will uh, try to understand. If you don't have understand, finally I will give some time to, if you have any question, you can ask me any question on this topic or on this discussion. So uh, let me enter the discussion first. Um, Here is the Buddhism I mentioned about first at the beginning, the Buddhism. So what Buddha teaches is Buddha's teaching. Now we are following the the, the Buddha's teaching. Now is the Buddha's teaching now changed into Buddhism because we are following the Buddhism as a religion. So now it's a change the title, the Buddhism, and most of the scholars they try to introduce Buddha's teaching as a Buddhism. The ism is related to the religion. It's the religion is connected with the culture, then and the religious function, community, and everything. So it is Buddhism. Now, what the Buddha taught, that is Buddhism or Buddha's teaching. Now, I mentioned about the Buddha teaches us the how to deal the situation, present situation. Now, present situation is if we take the most of mm, the areas, most of the countries, the whole world is caught by the COVID-19. Uh, People are frustrating, they lost their hope. Mm, this is not the new thing, but we never faced such kind of thing. But 2,500 years ago, at Buddha's time, these things happened. You know, if we now read the Ratana Sutta, there have been mentioned about the three kinds of fear. That is the roga, this is the diseases, the fear of diseases, and then amanusha, fear of evil power, amanusha, the evil power, fear of evil power, and then dubika, famine, the fear of famine. The three kinds of fear is the that brings unhappiness, brings the unpleasant to the people. So then fear, if we take uh, the fear, the fear is a what? You cannot see the fear, you cannot find anywhere fear, but fear is on your mind or in your mind. Is the and the external situation, and when external situation connected your mind, then it become fear. So for example, now I am quite nervous, yeah, uh, the because some discussing something for me, even though have been long time I'm discussing the Buddhism, but sometimes I felt nervous. So this is normal people, the the the, the character, because nobody is the Almighty, uh, like just the Buddha. We have fear. We are normal people. We have anxiety. We have nervous because we don't know the future. What will happen? Then, if someone know in the future what will happen, no fear, because seeing the future, having seen the future, he can take a decision. He can take action, what to do and what not to do. But as a normal people, we don't know what to have to do in the future. But some countries, you see, we can understand, even we can see the, the some countries and whole world were affected the coronavirus and COVID-19. The authorities take the action to um, to give the command or the rules to the people is the lockdown. Before, we never had the sound, the words lockdown. After COVID-19, we had the words, the lockdown. What is lockdown? It's to controlling the the disease, the pandemic. Because this pandemic is it's like the extraordinary power. It's beyond control. It's the only one thing it's quite possible to control by uh, through following the lockdown. That is the only way to possible. So one thing, um, the Buddha teaches us one thing in this moment, but he teaches very long years ago, 2,500 years ago. Atitang nanwagamenya. As a knowledgeable being, we should not think about what happened in the past. As a human being, we should not think about the future. The Buddha appreciated thinking in this moment, in this very moment. That is the mindfulness, sati. Sati, the Buddhism based on triple teaching. Most of the devotees know that what is triple teaching. That is sila, samadhi, panya. Now I'm talking about the second one. Samadhi is include the concentration or mindfulness or awareness. If you were not awareness about present situation, what will happen? Then, if you are not awareness aware in this situation, now you are very selfish. The Buddha never appreciated, never praised selfishness. You were not awareness because you were selfish. Why? You don't love. You don't love yourself. You don't love yourself means you don't love others. Then you don't have loving kindness. If you don't have loving kindness, then how to become a Buddhist? The Buddhism teaches that as a Buddhist, we should mm, cultivate loving kindness. That loving kindness should be boundless. If we cultivate boundless loving kindness, that means you are uh, following the government regulation in this situation. Some people very aggressive. They're very big-headed sometimes. They don't like to follow the government, but they never think that they are selfish about. So that is not the Buddha's way. That is not the Buddha's teaching. Buddha's teaching means mm, you never go beyond the government's commandments, rules, and regulations. The same way, the Buddhist monks or the Sangha members, they also follow the Buddha's rules with the great community, following uh, the all the Sangha or the Sangha rules and regulations, following the Buddha's rules and regulations. Now it is called the Bhikkhu Sangha. Sangha means community. As a community, whether it is a Buddhist monk or devotees or people or general people, in this moment, with great loving kindness uh, to loving yourself and as well as others, we should think the whole world is a family because we are human beings. We need society. So if we live in society, then we should follow the society's rules and regulations. So, so this is the important point. The fear. When you fear, how fear comes and why it is. Now, uh, have a look about. Let me set on it. The fear is a mental action. When we mentally weakness, when we lose our courage, when we lose our um, patience, when we are uh, weakness to do something or disagree with something, then we give up our hope to living future. And because of that, sometimes there some people they can't evaluate human life. They just think human life is just a normal being. Just if we die, then finish. According to Buddhism, that's not correct. The Buddhism teaches us this is not the last life of any being. We existed before, we existing now, and if we don't generate panya, then we will again becoming, will be existing. That is the Buddha's teaching. Think about carefully. What's the Buddha's teaching point? If some people say this is last time, we can do anything, whether we die or live, no problem. It is my own way. This is my lifestyle. You cannot do anything on me. It's my own way. Then that is not the Buddha's uh, followers attitude. So this is very important thing. And when we give up our hope, then what happens? We follow the agati. Agati means the wrong way. Buddha appreciated to follow the right way. For example, mm, right concentration, right thinking, right concentration, right thinking, and what's called the right thought, right view. Right views means what should we do in this very moment, and what should not we do, as I mentioned before. So that is mindfulness, sati. You love yourself, then you protect. And and if you follow or respect the Buddha's teaching, you should follow the rules at this moment, what is promulgated by the government and the public, for the public health, and then public distances, or the what uh, rules we have to follow to preventing the COVID-19. So to respect the rules and regulations and follow the with great loving kindness, not normal loving kindness, but great or boundless loving kindness, practicing or cultivating great loving kindness or boundless loving kindness is not so easy thing. But if we try, we can follow. As a Buddhist, we can do it. You love yourself, and then you can protect yourself. If you were protected, then your parents, your family members, and the others, the whole, the family, society, country protected, could be protected. And should we do these things? That is the most important thing. Fear, nothing is fear. Fear is just in your mind. If you don't think about fear, no fear. If you don't ever do wrong thing, no fear. If you do the wrong thing, wrong action, or wrong attitude, wrong thinking, wrong attitude, wrong views, then fear appears to you. So that is the most important thing. Okay, then uh, let me say about the anxiety. Because of fear, losing your hope, then anxiety comes to you. The anxiety, when you fear anxiety, what should we do? Then one thing we should not fear about in this very moment, that only to follow the way according to Buddha's teaching with great loving kindness. And then the then no anxiety, because and fear anxiety is reciprocal each other. Then one thing we should have to know, should know, this COVID-19 problem is not only your problem. It is the whole world problem, the worldly problem. This is, if you think that it is only your problem, then automatically you are following you are wrong. Let me say this way: you are wrong. If this is the big problem for all of us, then no problem, because the problem is the whole people. This is the whole people's problem, not only you. Oh, now time is very close. So let me the final one. We have the now more than 30 minutes. Okay, the one thing, the last one. Let me say one. That is the the isolation. If we feel sorrow to following the um, isolation or the go to the isolation if we feel unhappiness, if we against it, then mentally we are automatically we are mm, unhappy, and then the bodily also we are like a person. So, so this teaches us we can understand through this point the mental happiness or mental sorrow both is connected or reciprocal with the physical health. It is clear. So if we feel isolation is not uh, if you don't if we don't accept, if we against, if we fear of, then we should think about the Buddha's teaching. One thing, if you want to generate panya, the Buddha's main purpose is generating panya for the purpose of attaining ultimate happiness. So ultimate happiness is connected with panya. If we don't have panya or wisdom, then there is no nibbana or ultimate happiness, supreme bliss. Everyone like to become a happy person, but unpersonally, some people they don't know how to find the happiness. Happiness is with you. Happiness is your the six sense organs and whole body is your happiness because your body is the whole world. If you don't know, then how to give? How can you understand these things? These sense organs, for example, the ear, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. This is the organ. This is the doors of the external object. These the external object help us to achieving this uh, the connect the the sense organs and external object, and then their consciousness become generate consciousness. Because of that consciousness, then mm, you feel contact, the sense organ, external object, and contact together, and then consciousness arises. That means the isolation or quarantine is a rule, and then the whole your body is the the faculty. Then you don't like it, then you are sorrow. You don't like to follow. Even you can show the hundreds of problems, hundreds of the accused, but at the time you are unhappy. You are feeling sorrow. You are feeling sorrow. You cannot control yourself. Isolation is the positive thing for the human life. This is a lesson. The COVID-19 is a lesson. So teaches us how to practice Buddhism. Buddha enlightened through the following the alone or isolation. Remember it. Keep in mind, my dear Dhamma friends. First, he followed the several teachers, but he couldn't find the final liberation or final happiness. Later on, he separated from that, and he went to the isolation, and deeply he concentrated. He controlled his sense organ, and he followed the middle way. That means the middle way means that now many scholars explain this in various ways, but let me say this thing. That means the right way. What should we follow? That is the middle way. The right way. What should we follow at this moment? Just Buddha followed that moment to achieving the final goal, the final liberation. What he should have done, what should have followed. He did really, and he realized the ultimate happiness. So when you are now quarantined, you have to follow quarantine rules, isolation, or social distances, social distance. That you never get frustrated, you never get unhappy. Take it as an offset. It is a part, it is a great teaching that we have get the chance, whether it is good or bad, to concentrate ourselves, to become a wise person, to generate our panya, to generate the, the wisdom. Take an example, the South African, the ex-president Nelson Mandela. He had been imprisoned 27 years old, right? At the time, he taken he took an object, the isolation, the the prison at the time. As I read about his the some biographies. That's not the present situation or present prison like very cold and unacceptable. But he accepted it happily, and he just take an object and like a mantra that he is the master his own self. He is the teacher of his own self. He is the uh, the the helper, because at the time no one help to him. Even he requested many requirements for him that he never get, nothing get, nobody allowed, and nobody heard his request. But later on, he became a president of the South Africa, and the, the many people, uh, as a normal people, taking this example, when we take this example, then we can remind the Buddha's teaching. Let's see how he uh, successed, how he had success in his life. He followed the Buddha's teaching. mindfulness, accepting, and one thing is the isolation. That means the generating panya through the concentration. As a human being, we are living as a human. One thing now, mm, as a good people, what should we do now? What society at this moment needs, what they want, and what do you need? So regarding there, regarding people's wants, people needs, though we really serving or provide, think wisely. One thing, if we wisely think about these things, then what should we do at this very moment? Help each other without any hatred, without any discrimination, without any the against, then that is the Buddha's way. Non-violence, non-hatred, and non-discrimination. So at this moment, every moment we can following, we can follow the Buddha's teaching to become a good Buddhist. I'm not going to say about you are not good Buddhist, not like that. Don't never think about that. Okay, just to become a. I just it's just discussion. Just how to become a, how to follow the best way to the Buddha's teaching. Then one thing, I let me point out some things. Here I look at it here. And if we follow the common human preoccupation, you can say the Attaloka Dhamma, right? Here I have the one is praise and blame, happiness and suffering. You see, and then the fame and defame, gain and loss, forfeit, totally age. This is the common human preoccupation. Take the fourth one, happiness and unhappiness, right? The before the COVID-19, the people are very happy. They never think about their cope with by the COVID-19, but unfortunately, COVID-19 caused the world. So what we think sometimes maybe that thing really not happen. What we never think about, sometimes that happen really. That is uncertainty. Most of the people before affected COVID-19, they have thousands of hope to develop their the business, and then the in the family to become a successful householder, to become a successful businessman, to become a successful man in the society, to become a president, to become a minister, to become a prime minister. Lots of hope. But unfortunately, without he or her knowing, they happen to die. That is uncertainty. Buddha teaches us everything is uncertainty. Never hope too much for the future. This is the time to use the moment as useful by controlling the speech and the deed or action and the thought, thinking. That is the most valuable thing and action in this very moment. Buddha also appreciated this thing before I said about that. So, mm, and one thing, now we are suffering, but this suffering is not the permanent. That is the hope. Anytime, if we vaccinated all the world people, it's maybe change uh, like decades before, or the whole world now will be changed as before, as the before. If we lose now hope, that means as a human being we defeated, no value in human life. If you lose your hope, then no doctor, no researcher, they never introduce vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine, and they never produce, introduce, or bring to you vaccine. Take it as a lesson. Italian one of the minister, he himself killed. How a foolish! He is a minister in the Italian minister, and one of the German minister also the same one I think, and they had the suicide. If you ask yourself or ask him, did he did the right way or right? He took the right decision? No, they say no, because he is a one prime minister in the parliament. He can't do that. That means he encouraged to become hopeless to the society. Right? And you can say, now, what is the value of the prime minister? Being a minister to take such kind of decision, no values. As a leader, as a parent in the family, or the superior in the family or group or society or organization, he should become more awareness about these things. He should become wise, more wise than other people, right? If this kind of important person takes such kind of foolish decision or wrong decision, then what will happen in this world? People, uh, they lost their hope. Because of hope, the world is still existing. If people don't have hope, then no beings, no world. because of hope. We existed before because of hope. We are living now, and because of hope, we will become or we will reborn next world, right? So as a human being, if we are all Buddha's followers, respecting the monks and nuns and the lay devotees and lay all followers, two groups of followers, lay women and laymen. They all are two groups of followers, and including the monks and nuns. So they follow the Buddha's teaching. Buddha's teaching is always to become a wise person when we face any difficult situation. You shouldn't tremble. You shouldn't lose your hope. It's just like a big rock. If any typhoons or any natural disaster, mm, by any natural disaster, that big rock never moves. Whatever, what kind of the typhoon, what kind of flood, no problem. As a Buddhist, our mind should become like that. This is the hope and encourage. Buddha encouraged to the people. One thing now let me remind the one stanza. Atta hi atta no nato. First, you become yourself as a atta. That means the protector. Atta hi atta no nato ko hinato parasya. And another one is atta diva viharata vistabe. He asks, calls the sangha or bhikkhus or monks. You yourself become a light or island. That means first we should become a wise person. Then if we have enough wise, enough knowledge, enough awareness, then we can protect others. Likewise, as a monk, we should become a wise person. Then we can share our knowledge, our wisdom. So that is the teaching. Buddha encourage all of us mm, not to the fear, no matter whatever, what kinds of is the danger, what kind of situation, we should face it without any the fear. And then one thing, if someone now with uh, big craving, they are now the uh, following at this moment because gathering money, wealth, and business interest, everything they are gathering. They are not helping to the people. So what happened? Though they are doing now right thing, so, yes, honestly we can say no. This is the time to help the people. No, this is my own opinion. You can follow. If you like, you follow this thing. You can follow. If you have anything with yourself, then you can share others because Buddha teaches us life is impermanent. Nobody lives in this world permanently. So, as a being, we born in this world with the death. So, death is surrounding us, is checking us. So, so mindfulness. Uh, we should we should reduce our selfishness. We should reduce our greedy. With greedy, we gather now. We don't know what will happen. When we will die. So as a Buddhist, as a the follower of the Buddha's path, whatever we have, please, we can share, we can contribute, we can provide those who are helpless, those who are now the bad situation, now who are now in their life, summertime in their life. So this is the good opportunity to to practicing charity. Buddha appreciated dana, charity, helping the people, the needy people. People want to need now help, no matter what it is advice, no matter what it is money, wealth, food, medicine, everything. With good hearted, you can use your mm, good speech or discussion, good dialogue, everything. I don't say that you don't have enough. How can you help people? No matter. It is Buddha never said if you don't have anything, you no need to going to help others. But if you are possible, if you have enough, you can help them. That is the Buddha's advice. Okay. Thank you. Now I'm going uh, to close my Dhamma discussion. So if we have any questions, or if you want to personally want to ask any question, or you want to know, please. I am I'm welcome. Let me say welcome any questions. Just that we have 5 minutes. Okay. Uh, I think no question, right? Uh, Now, dharma dhatu. Okay, but may I know the explanation of the dharma dhatu? Dhatu is that's a real thing, right? Just gold. You never sense into the silver like that. Dharma means nature. The the nature is fear. One is roga, disease, and a fear of the amanusya. That means the unseen power or evil power. This is naturally come to you. You never know if you believe it, and you fear about it, but you don't know about it, like a blind people. And one thing is the rugabaya. Now is the rugabaya. It is naturally. Nobody want control these things, but the evil power can control. If you are good moral people, if you have good qualified quality people, good quality people, if you cultivate sila, then it is controllable. But natural digester, this such kind of the COVID-19, this is naturally come to you. This is nature. And all Dhamma is related to the Dhamma. Dhamma is a dhatu. Uh, and we can say the, the pure Dhamma, that is nature. We never sense about it. Like is a dhatu, right? You never we can say any opinion that it is not true, because this is accepted by the wise people, and they preach by the Almighty Buddha or the sublime Buddha. So this is the one kind of the Buddhist quality, dhatu, dhamma dhatu. And one thing, what Buddha teaches now is still remaining, where it is the hundreds of years. So still remaining these things. This is true. Nobody said that they against about it. The beyond the distribution or beyond the the other explanation. So this is the one kind of a Dhammadhatu. It's still existing. The Buddha's word, utterance. That is Dhammadhatu. Okay. Now, any questions? Okay. How can we advise those who are severely affected by this pandemic? Okay. Yes. According to Buddha's teaching, if someone fighting with his that moment, only we have the way. Okay. Remember, what did you performance good deeds, donation, helping others, poor people, helpless people, or the family members. You never hated others. You never the you never the hurt others. So that is the good thing. So remember these good things, and the just thought about the everything is impermanent. Life is impermanent. So anytime we have to depart from this world. So the good moment or uh, the the right thinking is to remember what we perform, the good things only, accepting the the others' bad deeds. We should not recall these things. Just recall the remind the good deeds, and never give up your hopes. The hope is the life. That's okay. Can we advise those are severely affected this pandemic? Okay. Yeah. And then, how fast and deal difficult situation when we love is ill? Oh, love is ill. Love. There are two kinds of love. One is affecting each other, attachment each other. That's not the true love. Love is boundless. Love is the no distinguishes. Love is love is pure. The pure love is boundless. The when you love, you should not hope anything. You should not expect returning anything to get anything. Without expect, you can love others. Just like without any discrimination, right? Some people love for their the physical aspect. This is the attachment. So that is not too much good for people. Love should be understanding each other, and it should be the pure, and that love should be without any discrimination. That love should be the beneficial for the others as well as yourself, both. And that's the great word, that the very precious word, love. If we don't have love, no art, no wall. Love is existing. We are existing because of love and hope, right? Thank you. Any question? When Bante mentioned that we should take this isolation period to focus internally, I can understand that. But how do we relay this message to some people who are severely affected, such as those who lost their job and skill have to feed their family? How do we can we even suggest that they should take this time to focus internationally. Okay, one thing. Now we should take the country's authority, right? The if country's authority is dutiless, if country's authority is not concerned about these things, we can do anything. That one other thing is there are richest people in the world, in the country. They can do these things. If the half of wealth they give up for them or share them, there is no any difficulties. Because when people were born in this world, whole world, he paid his or her taxes to the government, right? But government so they concerned about it. I want to about it. Yeah. And then I'm not the saying that the government not the concern about it, right? Just in this different equation, that just I'm taking the consideration this thing. And so please let me say this way. And then the you see in the world there are many the hundreds of millionaires people if they get their wealth to the helpless people who are struggling in the family with the family members. This is possible if the authority and the richest people and the responsible people are the how they call the not honest, they are too much greedy, or they are not responding these things. That is difficult, nothing to do. Because we are family members, not the poor people are separate, the richest people are separate. If it like this way, then it is very difficult to us. We never overcome this problem. The one way now coming unite, and then the great opportunity to performing charity, give up whatever is possible. I'm not saying that if you don't have the give up, I am I am just the inviting or requesting who has the richest people in this world. They can do. There's nothing impossible. Okay. But how does a person know that he or she has attained enlightenment? Okay, enlightenment. Let me say it very easy way. Okay, enlightenment, Buddha says this. Lobha, desakaya, mohakaya, loba, desa, moha. Loba means greedy, attachment, affection. Desa means hatred, right? Angry, hatred, and and then moha means the delusion. If you don't have enough mindfulness, what you are doing, or what you hope, it is right or wrong, and then you don't have about the future, the idea about future, and the idea the right teaching of the Buddha. Then the wise people are the enlightened ones. How to become a wise? If you spring the panya, if you generate panya, wisdom, right? The then one who develops the mental development, spiritual development through following the eradicating hatred, the attachment, hatred, and delusion. Now he himself knows that he is free from everything. Now he is free, and then he is the happiest person in this world. He is the enlightenment. Okay. Any questions? Hmm. How to deal with family illness? Okay, family illness. Hmm. Now, babe, I think yeah, you are talking about you're asking about the in the presentation COVID-19 affected people. Okay. Hmm. In some, And then if any family members the affected with COVID-19 when they are going to the isolation or taking the 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 treatment, who are serious people, mm, if we say we can do anything, that is wrong. We can do something. That's only uh, just encourage him not to lose hope, and just the if he is able to hear anything, just remind his the happiness that before he did. Even it is very suffering for him, but try to the recall his happiness that he first did. It's not me then what before I said not to thinking about the past. I think this is the another way. This moment is the good way to the good performance or the good deeds that the perform first. Just recall him for the good future or the for the happiness of the mental happiness in this moment. He's a good person. He enjoy in this world to helping other people, or he never the rejected any family members without any discrimination. He help others and he take care of others, everything. So that is the good way. And who are able to control himself, then he is them. Okay, we are with you. No matter we never think that this is many thousand of people. The cure, the come back. It is normal. So we are here, and you can communicate, you can help them mentally to become strong. And then whatever you have, if their family members is alone or helpless, then they help them. Okay, then I am helping your the family or any situation. If you well, you don't think about it, you just what to do now in this moment. That you follow the treatment, the quarantine. It's okay. Don't worry about it. If you have, you can help his the 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 summer situation, his summer situation or the difficult situation to come over that. How to deal with family illness? Okay, it's the previous one. Any question? Mm, thank you. Welcome. Mm, thank you. Okay. Okay, but I am not very sure. Um, Kiat tắt nói it's not okay. I'm not sure that I'm not very sure of this, but I can make a Buddhist offering on behalf of the past Buddhas and three evaluate the present Buddhas, present people, my late relatives, the present departed, so due to the COVID pandemic and the future to the reborn being. I'm not I'm not very sure of this. What do you mean by we were not sure of this? Okay. Mm, now time is very close. Then the time is over 1 hour. Actually, I'm going to close this discussion. That is, I welcome some questions now. Okay, that's the good thing. I, as a Buddhist, we should offer. That is the good practice. The offer is to help others. Now you are not the selfish at the time. And on behalf of the past Buddhas, past Buddhas. Hmm. Yes, the Buddha also already he enlightened, that is past, but his teaching is still there. It's okay. We are following his teaching. His teaching is true, like Dhammadhatu, and then three evil realms. Evil realm. This is the hell or the 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 Prato wall, right? Another thing is the we say Bhuta. Another thing is the Naraka and the Tiritsana animal world, right? That is the not good realm actually. We should try to not to burn in that world as a human being. At least we should try uh, to 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 born as a human again. If we have the any the existing the hope of to born in this realm or the to born again by chance if we generate panya, we have to it. Bante, what kind of sutra? Some that is useful for us, healing illness, have a good relationship with others. Okay, you can say the Dasaga Sutta also good. And one thing is the uh, Jayanto, that is also good. And Jayanto, Bodhi, Amula, Sakchana, Nandivardhana. And another thing is the Bhujanga Sutta also good. And then yeah, and then one thing is Ratana Sutta also good. It's very helpful. The mentally we can strong and we become strong. Okay. So okay, now I think up to 2 hours. Okay, let me say let me close now discussion. I'm very happy to share this Dhamma knowledge, sharing Dhamma, and okay. If you still have a question, you can contact us as a and okay, and Bante, also have something to share with everyone after this Dhamma talk to do it on 5 minutes. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Bante. Big sadhu to you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, Bante. We need to thank Bante so much, Bante Bodhiratana, for joining us this evening and sharing with us on how Buddhism teaches us to deal with fear, anxiety, and isolation. So, now a lot of you asked Bante how you can help those in need, and we would like to share with you that at Ti-Ratana, we are actually helping out those in need. So, dear friends in the Dharma, let me just share with you what our initiatives are. Um, we have an initiative called Ti-Ratana Bersama Rakyat, and I would like to share it with you all.
The okay. Uh, Tiratana is a communique society, right? Sorry, organization, right? It's a big organization and very established and
Yes.
strong organization. I think the unity is the strength. That's the message that we know. The Buddha also appreciated the that is called the sangha or sasana pensation. Another thing is the unity. Sangha means the group of people or monks where they gathered with the same opinion, same purpose, the same object, same thought. That is the sangha. And as a follower, as a devotee, the Buddhist devotees, you also follow that. You are following. You have been following that thing. That's not different. You can do that when we people do together, there is the unexplainable power. The unity is the power. Yes, you can do. The I hope, and this is my wish to more and more to help the sasana, Buddha sasana, to help to the for long lasting and developing the sasana and the society, to developing the society, the society what they want, so that if we wish we can fulfill their wants or needs, then it is very great happiness. Um, if we successfully proceed, we, if we go ahead, go forward with our good object or good opinion, then that is great happiness. I wish that thing. Okay. Mm, I hope this is my big hope. May you and may all the you can you may follow your the opinion object through the unity. Thank you. All society, the Triratana society.
Thank you so much, Vante. If you see anybody that needs help, okay, so this is if you want to donate, um, you can drop off goods at our address if you are living in KL, and if you're not living in KL, you can make cash donations through our online bank transfer to our bank account. It's on the screen, and of course, if you see someone you know in need, you can send this message to them. This message is available in English, in Mandarin, in Bahasa Malaysia. So you can send this poster over to them and visit our website, tiratana.org/TRBR, and all the resources are available there. Do you have a job vacancy, or does someone you know need a job? If they have lost their job, you can also share this to them. You can visit www.tiratana.org/jobs to post your company's job vacancies, and you can also browse through our jobs available from other companies. All right. Bhante, good evening,
Yeah.
and um, thank you so much for being here tonight. Um, yeah,
Mm,
and we really hope to have you in the future again. All right.
yeah.
Sadhu
Okay.
Bhante.
So okay, let me say a little bit. Okay, I am sharing this the meritorious power that we regenerate by sharing knowledge, sharing dhamma. So this dhamma is I'm sharing this to the deity. They become happy and protected us and protect us, and they also be happy and protect themselves, and all we together we should the wish to with one word that by this meritorious deed, anytime in this very life we um, attain the supreme bliss, and achieve ultimate happiness. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, I'm blessing to you, all of you. Abhivadana silasya nityang buddha pachayino tatharo dhamma vatanti ayuvanno sukhang palang. Okay, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May all of you be happy and free from danger. Thank you. I'm leaving. See you.
Thank you, Bhante. Good evening. Good night.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much once again, Bhante, for sharing with us the Dhamma this evening. Please allow me to share with everybody. We have additional sponsors for tonight's Dhamma talk. In total this evening, we have 12 sponsors. Wong Kwan Oi, Lim Kip Eng, Tang Mun Lang and family, C.S. Lai, B.K. and trustee, Mr. Lim Sip Wee, Loy Eng Kiong, Sin Mei Ling, Loy Shi Hao, Loy Shi Wei, Loy Si Ting, Poon Chun Huat, and Yu Tin Che. And without these sponsors for tonight's Dhamma talk, it wouldn't have been possible. Do remember that live streaming online actually costs money. It actually is more expensive to organize an online Dhamma talk. But with the funds from these generous donors, we are thankfully able to organize this online Dhamma talk. So thank you so much to all of these generous donors. Please don't forget to check out our website at Ti-Ratana.org if you are able to contribute to us, whether you are able to contribute with goods or with money. If you see someone you know in need, don't forget to share this to them. Remember that. You can also share with them the website tiratana.org/TRBR, and make sure that you share the poster with the phone numbers on them for them to receive help as promptly as possible. This is, of course, for job vacancies. I'm repeating this just in case anybody missed it. Here is our website. We offer jobs from other companies, okay, not from us, from other companies, and you can also list your company's vacancy on our website. The disclaimer and privacy policy is on our website. Our youth section is currently selling shirts, t-shirts, mugs, coasters, and mouse pads and home decor, all of the profits from these products will go to Ti-Ratana Bersama Rakyat. For transparency purposes, our youth group treasurer has agreed to announce our earnings every month. In July, we earned 32.80. So for July, 32 ringgit and 80 cents will be donated by the youth group to Ti-Ratana Bersama Rakyat. We hope that if you want to buy our merchandise, we are actually donating all of the profits to our youth group. So head over to our website, metaworld.org, to purchase our merchandise. We would also like to take this opportunity to let everybody know that Ti-Ratana Welfare Society is having a live charity concert online next week. So this time next week, 7 August 2021, Saturday at 8 p.m., we will be having a live charity concert, and we will be having a Dhamma talk on Sunday night instead. So please like and follow our Facebook page. I'll subscribe to our YouTube channel, you know, and you can also subscribe to our other YouTube channels. We have short Dhamma talks by Venerable Hemaloka Thero. We also have Dhamma talks in Mandarin by Venerable Fa Zi. And we have a Ti-Ratana Dhammaduta channel dedicated to Dhamma content by all our Sangha members. We have also a lot of upcoming events at our centers, at our branches. So thank you so much to our sponsors for tonight. And I have one more message. I have to update the slides. I have one more message for this evening that I would like to share with you all. So, upcoming at Ti-Ratana Lumbini Garden, we have Ulam Bama players. So, Ulam Bama is a traditional cultural festival. In English, it is known as the Hungry Ghost Month. And of course, in Buddhism, it is known as the Ulam Bana festival. So, let me share with you all that we are we are allowing people to give offerings to the dearly departed ones. We have small pineapple candles for 30 ringgit, big pineapple candles for 50 ringgit, and monk's robes offerings for 100 ringgit. So if you wish to make an offering in memory of your beloved departed ones, you may scan the QR code that is on the screen, or you may visit bit.ly/TRP Hungry Ghost to offer. Or you may also visit our website directly and head over to happenings and click on Ulam Bama. So with that, I wish everybody a good night, to stay home and stay safe, and of course, may everybody be well and happy. I bid you all good night, and this live stream will end at 10 p.m. We will be playing some live videos, pre-recorded videos. We'll be showing some slides in the background. Please have a good night. Don't forget to come here online next week